I tried so hard, guys. I really did. But I couldn't think of anything else to say but Stalker. The Stalker brand of videos is just as overdone as the Random Thoughts or I Got Kidnapped story times, but I had to make this video. It was just too funny. First things first for context, in my sophomore year of high school, I took piano as an elective. I wasn't very good at it, and as much as I'd like to, I haven't played any since, but that's more of a I need a piano kind of thing than anything, because you can't really play without one. So in the class, across from me sat this one girl who never really said anything. Sometimes she would occasionally show up really late to class, which was confusing, and sometimes she would leave really early too, which, as the last class of the day, why even show up at that point? You're only there for like 5 minutes then. And thinking it over, that sounds like super shady. I mean, it was super shady. This girl would just come and go as she pleased. Everyone was inclined to believe it was for medical reasons, which would make sense and be very justified in why she would leave so randomly. However, the more you got to know her, the less likely that seemed. But we'll get there. So one day, my parents forced me to go to this youth group thing at my church. You know, one of those things where all the kids sit in a circle and there's just one older guy with the same glasses, haircut, and mustache goatee combo who sits at the front of the room with his guitar. If you've been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Who says coveted phrases such as, "When God closes a door, he opens a window. The Lord may be all forgiving, but I am not. Jesus doesn't dismiss you, I do." Wait, maybe not that last one. If you want to know how bad it was, there was a cardboard box at the front to drop your phone in, and I'll give $5 to the first person who can guess what was written on that box in Sharpie. Ready for it? 3, 2, 1, phone jail. Yep, we're in that kind of youth group. So I get there, and look who it is. I don't know any of these people. But you know that girl from piano? Yeah, she was there too, and she went around talking to everyone. It seemed like she had some kind of reputation too, because everyone seemed a little weirded out, but in like a wholesome way, since it was church and all. One thing I noticed was that some of the other people there that did recognize her started to warn me about her, telling me not to get involved. Wait, actually, that's probably better. So yeah, all the red flags are currently up. She's shady as hell, keeps to herself, but also knows everyone, and I'm being told to avoid her at all costs. So let's weigh out our options. Serial killer, drug dealer, escaped convict, Republican, cult leader, cult follower, Martian, European, Canadian. Okay, now you're just making things up. Oop, there's one more. Scary clown. Yeah, I'll take all of the above for 200, please. Point is, I knew one thing and one thing only. Steer clear. Avoid these waters at all costs. So, of course, the next day at piano, she recognized me and walked up. Great. Hey, I know you. You went to the youth group last night. Yeah, I saw you there too. So, what's up? Oh, nothing. Do you have a Snapchat? No, I don't really like Snapchat. What about a Twitter? No. How about a phone? No. Can I have your phone number? Shoot, I'm stuck. She's backed me into a corner and I have no idea what to do at this point. I mean, I can just say no. I should just say no. Sure, it's rude, but it's probably for the best considering everything I already know about her. So it's settled. Just say no. Yeah, sure. Dude. So I gave her my number and immediately, and I mean immediately, well, this is gonna suck. Okay, Joey, you obviously gotta say no, but you can't tell her the girl that you do like isn't even close to being your friend or anything at this point. You also can't say that you're already in a relationship, because if I've learned anything from Lifetime movies, hardcore, gritty westerns, that never ends well. I just need to think of something that isn't a direct no, but I also can imply yes. God damn it. Don't worry, don't freak out, it's alright. That's what I wanted. It's an implied no. But I also told her I was gay, so there's that. So this is the kind of person we're dealing with. Is she being serious? There's no way. She knows what that means, right? Or maybe she knows I'm not really gay. Only one way to find out. keep up the lie and wait for her to either believe me or quit bugging me. So I waited, and she kept texting me, and I waited, and she kept texting me, and I waited. And one day we had a substitute in piano. Cool, that means I can work on some songs I want to play that aren't part of the curriculum. Right? Nope, here comes that one girl. Hey, so do you still like someone? Yeah. Okay, so then what if you just forgot about them and date me? How is this real? How is this real? How is this real? How is this real? You're joking, right? No. So do you think I'm beautiful? Why do you keep asking me this? Then, like a frying pan to the back of the head, I was struck with a real hard hitter. Well, actually, I don't have any friends and I'm severely depressed and never happy anymore, and all I want is the loving embrace of another human to make me feel something again. Oh? Okay, so obviously she's trying to guilt trip me right now. Maybe it's stemming from some real trauma, but for her to casually bring it up to me in an attempt to get me to date her is a clear sign of manipulation. Which, folks, if you're ever in that situation, know the difference between a genuine cry for help and a blatant manipulative tactic. Speaking from experience, and no, I don't mean her, it's important to look out for yourself too. Love yourself. But speaking of her, we got a situation and I need to figure out how to handle it. Now, I could just be a total ass and get rid of her for good, but... yeah, I don't believe you at all and I think you're creepy. Get away from me and my piano and leave my life forever. I'd like to get back to my songs. Nah, I'm just kidding. I gave her as helpful as information as I could, and I told her to try and surround herself with people she likes, and to seek help from a reliable source. Which probably wasn't the best choice of words, considering surrounding herself with people she likes means me and every other guy in the school she could emotionally manipulate. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I wasn't alone in this. She went to everyone and asked for their Snapchat, phone number, Twitter, all of it. Hence the weird reputation in youth group. Youth group of all things. And that's all weird and awful, but somehow it gets worse. Because of course it does. One morning before classes began, I was sitting in my usual spot waiting for my friends to show up, and she just sat down next to me and started talking. Now, I say I was waiting for my friends, but really there was no waiting. I sat down and just, zoom, she was there. So we're talking, she's doing her usual, do you like anyone? I say yes. She asks, am I beautiful? I say beauty doesn't matter, but you deserve a spot in Smash. And then she takes out her phone and stops talking to me. Whew, maybe I can finally get a break from her. God, where are my friends? Hey, I sent you a text. What? You know I'm right here, you don't have to text. Hey, what's up, Joey? So, yup, there it is. The real reason she's been following me around this whole time. And probably everyone else too. Which is frankly disgusting. Booker boys, that's a one-way ticket to horny jail. Tell you what, the horny police are the only blue I'm backing. Dicey political slides aside, I pretty much just responded no and gave her a good old-fashioned what the hell is wrong with you look, at which point she left. I'd like to say it only got more interesting from there, but it really didn't. I talked about her a lot with my friends, where she came to be known as Stalker Girl. She kept doing dumb stuff, you know, small misdemeanors, but nothing special. Move along, ma'am, but I've got my eye on you. She'd occasionally text me from time to time, but it never really got any weirder than that. But to be fair, that part was pretty weird. The last thing she ever said to me was hey, which she coincidentally texted to me on my birthday a couple years ago, and she hasn't said anything to me since. And, well, that's it. After that, she just vanished. Of course, I still had her in piano, but we didn't talk anymore. After that year ended, I never took piano too. Sometimes I'd see her around school, but she never came up to me again. And to be fair, even though I never went back to youth group, I certainly hope she stopped harassing other guys too. Just because her gross and manipulative comments didn't work on me doesn't mean they didn't work for everyone else. And honestly, thinking back on it now, it's way worse than I remember it being in the moment. Sure, I joke about it, but this was disgusting. So the moral of the story is, don't be like her. It doesn't matter who you are. Manipulation, catcalling, dog whistling, I don't know. Just don't do it. Be a fucking decent human being. That's it. Jeez. So, you guys want to see my nudes?